A Moscow farm has decided to equip its cows with VR glasses in order to relax and feel happier. A calm environment leads to an increase in milk yield, so the cows are given a VR headset displaying summer fields. Okay, yeah, this is literally the plot to The Matrix. Russia is just bringing that movie to real life. Do we even know if animals can fully feel the effects of VR? Well, I guess they are doing tests on rats. And now that I think about it, I think I've seen a few videos about this. A different kind of metaverse introducing augmented reality for animals. This image literally doesn't even look real. Like, it looks like a meme almost. Elon Musk's Twitter saying, "You can't defeat me." Meanwhile, US customer protection law, I know, but he can. As the EU Digital Markets Act has arrived as backup. I wonder if they even need that backup anymore since Elon Musk is supposedly stepping down. He's not going to be the CEO of Twitter anymore. Japanese politician says he's sorry for doing pull-ups on a train after drinking a lot, I guess. 49-year-old was filming pulling pull-ups on a moving train on the 10th of December. At a press conference, he's apologized and said he doesn't remember why he did the pull-ups, but admitted this is unbelievably based. I'd vote for him. He doesn't remember why he did the pull-ups, but he just remembers drinking beforehand. I think Japan's just found their future prime minister. My man was just trying to get a workout in after having a little bit of fun. Learning geography for school, learning geography to get a good job, learning geography to flex on Americans, and finally learning geography to understand the memes. This is literally the most important part about learning geography. Who cares learning about the fact that Russia is the biggest country in the world by land area? I just want to be able to understand and laugh at all the crazy memes I see from around the world. Although, you know what? Flexing on Americans is also pretty important. South Africa is secretly hiding the tiny nation of Lesotho, and literally the entire world has no idea about it. To this day, does anyone know what goes on in Lesotho? Like, how do we know this isn't just a prank that South Africa is pulling on all of us? They're just like, yo guys, trust us, this is a whole nother country inside of our borders. Like, I understand Italy has both San Marino and the Vatican City, but Lesotho is about 500 times bigger than San Marino. This prank has obviously gone just way too far. Oh, this guy's finally getting his medal. Gotta make sure it's real. Time to celebrate. Man, he's having a blast. Pop them bottles. Yep, this is pretty much Croatia making it 3rd place in the World Cup. And I really thought for a second there we were gonna get Croatia versus France again, like 4 years ago. We were actually pretty close to seeing that happen. Dubai in the 10th century versus Dubai in 2022. Balkans in the 10th century versus Balkans in 2022. Never change, Balkans. This is exactly why you guys are so much more fun. Nobody wants to come here. You guys are already perfect in our hearts. I don't want you in the Shojin, says Austria. Okay, says Romania and Bulgaria. Let's just do our own, bro. Yeah, let's do this. So apparently this did happen where Austria did block Romania and Bulgaria. This area, if you didn't know, encompasses 27 European countries which have officially abolished all passports and other types of border control at their mutual borders. So you can kind of just go anywhere here. It's actually pretty nice. But these two were not allowed in, although I think Croatia was. And it was Austria that blocked Romania and Bulgaria while Croatia got the green light. They really should just make their own Balkan version of this. There's definitely a lot of countries they could include for this area. Pretty much the entirety of the Balkans during the Cold War. We have a lot of communism going on. Also, don't forget a unified Yugoslavia. Then meanwhile, there's just Greece and Turkey being angry at each other. That is like just the one thing that's a constant throughout the universe. No matter what's going on, you can always guarantee it's happening over here. I actually never really even connected all this. Europe, if only the states recognized by Bhutan actually existed. Keep in mind, Bhutan is a very small country here in the Himalayas, and yet for some reason, they don't think half the world exists. There's actually like a whole story behind it, but we're not gonna do that. All these places in red are not recognized. So if you redrew the map with all the places that are recognized, this is what the continent of Europe would look like. I can already hear how many Europeans would love this. No France or no England. Well, actually, no British Isles as a whole, Ireland included. So Belgium would just magically become this very like maritime empire. We also have the Netherlands and Norway getting a piece. Norway gets back Iceland. Italy has been vanquished. It's all just Slovenia and Spanish lands. Clearly, the Iberian Union has returned. There's no Portugal. Turkey's gone back to the Ottoman Empire. Meanwhile, Serbia is reforming Yugoslavia, kind of. And then literally all of Poland's dreams have come true. You know, there was a history where this could have actually happened. Poland almost just legitimately ate Moscow once before. Single best thing about this entire thing, though, we have a very slightly bigger Luxembourg. It makes me so happy. I just need to see the full world map version of this. Wanting a European country to win or wanting France to lose? This is the predicament that many people in Europe were put in during the World Cup final. I think a lot of them chose just France to lose, though. And they got their wishes. Hey, little man, how's it going? Slovak government collapse brings uncertain future ahead. Something, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I don't exactly know what the heck is going on with Slovakia. Is it time we just start the whole Czechoslovakian experiment again? Maybe that's a good idea. A Czech and a Slovak trying to build a country in 1919 colorized. That must have been a very interesting thing, especially because, like, historically, I mean, I'm not exactly sure their experience level with all this, but hey, you know what? They had something going for a little bit there. I mean, technically speaking, everything was going fine until people from the outside started intervening. First, you had the crazy mustache man from Germany, then the Cold War and the collapse of the Soviet Union. If for all these circumstances, they lasted a pretty long time. It's too bad. I mean, who knows what they would have become if, like, no one messed with them. This is how my Polish friend eats bananas. Is this a normal thing in Poland? Does everyone eat bananas like corn? Honestly, I gotta admit, it could have been worse, though. I've literally seen war crimes done against bananas. Winner in Scandinavia University edition. The Spanish corridor mate. The girl from Stockholm, Copenhagen, or Oslo. The guy from Scania. Scania? What is Scania? Scandinavia? Oh, it's down here in southern Sweden. I'm guessing that's why he's slipping and falling. He's not used to the really bad cold. And finally, the average Laponian. I mean, not only do those people live in Finland, they live in northern Finland, like one of the coldest places on earth. Honestly, this just seems like a fun combination of people. I wish I went to university in Scandinavia. Well, I probably would not survive. This girl saying something like, "Are you making fun of my culture? I'm 2% French." This American responding with, "Oh, sorry." Meanwhile, in Scandinavia, this Danish person saying, "I don't like you." And Norway, Finland, and Sweden's just saying same here. This place is just generations ahead of us, aren't they? I think this actually, like, makes them grow closer, though. There's more of a friendly thing going on. They're gonna become besties at some point. Overworked South Korean programmers with burnout syndrome and sleep deprivation seeing the government raise the work hour limit that was already one of the highest in the world. Oh my gosh, South Korea, what are you doing? Is Japan influencing you guys over there? 52-hour rule slated to take effect for small businesses. 52 hours a week divided by 5 days. 10 hours a day? Oh, it used to be 68 hours. Oh my god. Jeez. The main differences between the US and Europe. US has no history. Hello, Smithsonian. On my attic, I found a Pop-Tart wrapper from 1963. Yes, a great addition to the National Museum of American History. Meanwhile, in Europe, they have no future. I am okay with the current events unfolding. Yeah, Europe definitely has the history, though, but, we'll see about the other thing. But then once you get the actual history, then you probably are coming down close to the end of the future. You know, large parts of the US are now experiencing what it's like to live in Siberia and Russia. These really light pink areas show that you only have to be out for 5 minutes and then you'll get frostbite. And almost all of this area, you only have to be out for 30 minutes and then you get frostbite. Literally one of the only places safe from this chaos right now is California. I think we're gonna see this recreated maybe a little bit over the next week. In my day, we had to use different cables to charge different devices. Sure, Grandma, now let's get you to bed, says this nice young EU citizen. I gotta admit, even as an American, that is nice. I'm tired of having like 10 different cables. British artists making the worst songs of all time to release as charity singles. I mean, I guess maybe they just don't put a whole lot of effort in. Well, it looks like he is. Maybe they specifically craft just a horrible song. It takes them like a whole year to write. Lad baby getting ready for Christmas. The 4 races of Germany. The East German with like a little Prussian hat. Totally not Germanized Slavic. Nordic AF makes excellent offensive soldiers. The West German, who is a Roman LARPer. Smart, innovative, opportunist. I'm not sure what the incident is. I don't think I want to know. The South German, oh, very Bavarian, very happy, joyful all the time, loves his wife. Honey everywhere, even in bread. I think this is like the most common depiction of Germans in the US. Well, besides the other bad ones. And then we have this guy. This looks like a video game or something. I'm choosing all the characters. Got the whole squad with me. Teachers sees disco equipment from 12-year-old boy who hosted raves in school toilets. Literally the most normal British kid ever. Honestly, if this kid can't host raves in the toilets, I don't want to live here anymore. I finally found it after 15 years. The scroll of truth. You don't have to put a roundabout on every crossroads, Poland. Yeah, you know what? I don't want that thing anymore. Wait, a roundabout on every crossroads? What country does this the most? Oh, it actually seems to be France. They have almost 1,000 roundabouts per 1 million residents. Here's what a roundabout is, by the way, just for my Americans out there. I mean, occasionally we have them, it's just real rare. So for reference, the US has 73 per 1 million residents. Poland actually isn't even on the list, so I don't even know what they're talking about. I guess France did have a lot when I was in Paris. They were everywhere. This Treaty of Brest makes peace between Imperial Germany and Bolshevik Russia in 1918. But a Czechoslovakian legion fighting with the Entente for independence from Germany was now stuck thousands of miles from home in sudden hostile territory, literally in the middle between Imperial Germany and Bolshevik Red Army, yet this Czechoslovakian legion was like, I didn't hear no bell. Wait, so they were fighting with the Entente for independence. I'm trying to put this together in my mind, like what exactly happened here? So the legions were somewhere right here, I guess, and then once Germany and Russia peaced out, they had to really quickly get back home. Map of the Czechoslovakian legion in Russia routes home. Wait, is this saying some of them went all the way through Siberia, and then some of them went to Hawaii, basically, then through through America in order for them to get back to Western Europe, and yeah, here's Czechoslovakia right here. Either way, they had to walk all the way through Siberia or just get through. I don't know if they had to walk exactly. I mean, I would probably not take this route through like the Indian Ocean. I'm just trying to go to Hawaii. The Czechs were trying to fight their independence from Austria-Hungary though, not Germany. Still a pretty cool meme. Hungary this Christmas and every Christmas, all I want for Christmas is this special force battalion marching the streets of Bucharest. Yeah, they definitely just really want their old borders back. They just really like won't let this whole thing go. They was smashed pretty far down, I guess. England has recently congratulated the 2022 World Cup champions. I never thought the West Falklands would win, but here we are. It's amazing. That had to have been the toughest thing to watch from that island. I mean, specifically the British island, not the Falkland island. Yeah. Who do you root for, Argentina or France? And big thanks to my patrons. Drew, I'm stalking you and will kidnap you December 27th, 2022. DJ McSkillet, aPhatNarwhal. Drew's Argentinian $20 is a lot. Bjarne Wildfang, Bring back Evan Pryce, GoodOldRyah,
Isaac Kilgore,
LuxembourgLover, Gamer,
Veiotic,
Ortin,
Patrick,
Phresh
Animations,
RyeThePie,
Scottish,
If you hear this, I love you. The
Lithuanian,
Mexican
Twickenhamster.
And why am I doing this?